Welcome to Supernatural Saturdays here on the Bald Brad channel, where we take one day out of the week to step aside from the politics, the craziness of the world, and dive into the paranormal, the unexplained, and the supernatural. What we're going to be looking at today is Nuke's Top 5. Once again, before we were looking at aliens and UFOs. Today, folks, we are looking at the ghosty wosties, the supernatural, the paranormal. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Without further ado, go ahead and roll it.
The Hanging Man. In his home in England, family man Ricky Beadle has gotten increasingly more worried about his son Elliot's abnormal behavior. One day, Ricky finds his son whispering to himself in his bedroom. So, Ricky decides to take out his phone and record as he asks little Elliot what's going on.
Elliot, what are you doing?
I'm drawing a bedroom.
Oh, that's cool. What's that? What's that in the corner?
The man hanging.
Oh, why have you drawn that?
Because the man is hanging up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does he do?
If a kid told me that, I would be freaking out. I'm one of those that is a firm believer that children see something that we don't. Maybe they're operating in a different frequency. This guy's seeing a dude hanging from a rope or a noose. And then you do some research in the house and some dude committed suicide with a rope and a noose. I'm done. I'm done if that comes up here.
He annoys me at the night.
Why?
Because he does this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm not allowed to tell anybody.
Okay.
5-year-old Elliot explains that he's drawn the man
I'm not allowed to tell anybody? And you're telling your father with the dude hanging there going, I'm hearing everything. I'm gonna get you later, buddy, because I heard you told Daddy. Oh my God.
that is hanging in the corner of his bedroom. A man that annoys him at night by banging on the wall. Now, as if that wasn't creepy enough, Ricky later finds his son seemingly talking to someone that only he can see.
Stop it.
Elliot, what are you doing?
I see the man hanging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
He's crying and I keep saying stop it.
Is he crying?
Yeah.
So this is the photo of the hanging man he's seen in the corner of his room. I'm going to ask him to draw it again when I've rubbed it completely off. Elliot, can you draw the hanging man for me like you did before?
No, because he'll tell me off at night.
What if I don't let him, if you can sleep in my room, is that okay?
Yeah.
That's freaky.
Right, so what's these on his face?
Tears.
What's this?
Straight.
Oh, okay. Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got hay fever up there and he's up there
Okay.
in the corner.
Okay.
You got hay fever? Like, how many of you even knew hay fever was a thing at that age? By the way, sick sweatshirt man with the Grogu stuff. I love that. But aside from that, is anybody else freaked out as much as I am right now from this?
Thank you.
But he annoys me at the night because he keeps saying he always bangs and he just...
Okay, thank you.
Now, Ricky believes that maybe his son Elliot just has a bit of an overactive imagination. But that soon changes. Dad Ricky becomes worried when the 5-year-old can't seem to get any sleep for 3 nights in a row. Ricky decides to let his son try sleeping in a different room, and he installs a security camera to try to figure out what's going on. It isn't long before Elliot...
That's how it's done. This father has the head on straight, folks. Doing a little investigation ones here to find out if dude hanging, swaying in the corners, legit.
is woken up once again. When Dad Ricky checks the security footage, it makes his blood run cold.
This is some Sixth Sense M. Night Shyamalan. Did you guys, you just got tugged. You just got pulled. Oh my God, I got goosebumps just all over my body. We're going back. Stop it.
Run cold.
Watch, he gets tugged.
Stop it. You're scaring me.
Now, Ricky thinks the strange growl in the footage is nothing more than a vent inside the room, but he has no idea what seems to be pulling Elliot out of the bed. Looking for any explanation, he decides to share his story on TikTok. So, just what do you think is going on here? Could Elliot's imaginary friend perhaps not be so imaginary after all? Is the hanging man real? And what does he want with Ricky's son? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Locked away.
Look, Supernatural Saturdays is built around investigating the paranormal, the supernatural, like we said at the beginning. Am I fully 100% sure ghosts, UFOs, aliens, Bigfoot, all that stuff exists? No. But that's why we're exploring and going through content like this, because most of it's just BS, all right, obviously. But you got to filter out all the hay to find the needle in the haystack. And I'm telling you, it's videos like that, man, that make me on the side of believing. If that's faked, give that kid an actor, man. Sixth Sense 2 sequel. He's back. He sees dead people. We're heading off with a banger today, folks. Let me tell you. It's looking good.
Over on the popular YouTube channel Fourth Wall, they hear a story about a very haunted house. Allegedly, the entity that haunts the house is so strong that it actually took the lives of 3 of the 4 family members who lived in the home. Locals claim that only the 10-year-old son was left alive, as his parents had kept him locked in the garage to keep him safe from this evil entity. Now, that was 20 years ago. So more recently, a paranormal enthusiast decided to do his own investigation to see if the house is really as haunted as locals claim. The man places a static camera in the room where the deceased family was found 20 years earlier. What he captures on video chills him to his core. The unexplained loud shaking of the house's garage doors can be heard in the video. But that's not all, because did you see it?
No.
Someone can be seen standing at the entrance of the room, seemingly watching or waiting. After seeing this ominous-looking figure in his footage, the investigator just gets out of there. The new owner of the house now fears that his home is cursed. So he contacts popular paranormal YouTube channel Fourth Wall and asks them to investigate the house. So, Fourth Wall sends in a cameraman to spend the night and capture whatever paranormal evidence he can. It did not go well. The unexplained voice of a woman can be heard, but what the voice says isn't clear. The cameraman is a bit freaked out and looks all around, but he is all alone in the house. The investigator decides to leave static night vision cameras inside the house. The investigator decides.
Is that a spider?
To
That looks like a spider, folks. I hate spiders. Speaking of freaky deeky stuff.
to leave static night vision cameras inside and outside the garage where the little boy was found unharmed 20 years earlier. The man then leaves the property to see if anything happens while he's gone. When he reviews his footage later, he is shocked by what he captured.
Some homeless guy, maybe.
The garage doors begin to shake violently as a pale figure seems to walk past the lower opening of one door, ambling slowly towards the room where the family's bodies were found 20 years earlier. The camera outside the garage captures the same loud shaking of the garage doors, but there's no figure to be seen. So, 20 years ago, was this what took the unfortunate family's lives? And did they lock their son in the garage to keep him safe from whatever this is? You decide.
Just some weirdo, man. Some weirdo probably walking around naked. Like, I live in California, folks. It's a thing. And just creeping around, man. Shaking stuff. Probably cracked out of his mind on fentanyl. I don't know. Not paranormal.
You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Fourth Wall. We need scary videos, so if you see something that you a link in the description. Cats in the cradle. Nurse
See something, say something.
Marquette Jean from Mankato, Minnesota is enjoying a quiet night at home when suddenly her eye catches something strange on her daughter's baby monitor.
A dog? A cat? Meow. Meow.
Is there a cat in here? Is there a cat in here?
No.
Oh, sorry. Love you, night. Are you okay? What's wrong?
How are you?
No, it's okay. I was just checking on you. Good night. I love you.
I'm scary.
Huh?
I'm scary.
You're scary?
Huh?
Why?
It's a monster. It's really scary.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
On the monitor, Marquette Jean sees a bizarre figure that resembles a cat that seems to pass right through her daughter's bedroom door. But when she asked little Everly about
That was a good screen grab, was it not? I mean, that stop. I don't know, you call it stop, pause? I don't know.
right through her daughter's
Folks, cat, dog, that is a good pause by Nuke's Top 5 right there. Poor child, though, man. She's clearly awake, can't sleep, and she's saying she sees somebody in the window.
bedroom door. But when she asked little Everly about the cat, the 3-year-old instead complains that, quote, there's a monster in the window and that she's scared. Now, oddly enough, Marquette says that her beloved cat passed away last summer. She also says that, quote, weird and bad things have been happening in their home for a very long time, but this is the first time that they have ever caught anything on camera.
Wow.
Marquette is not sure exactly what this is. Strange playmates. Afnan Arash claims that a strange presence has invaded his home in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. He says that this powerful entity seems to grow stronger with each passing day.
There's a cut there. That's fake. I saw the cut. Sorry, folks. We're debunking this one right away.
Afnan fully expects that one of his family members is simply playing a prank on him. But when he yanks the curtain back, there's no one there. But the bizarre paranormal activity in Afnan's house soon starts to become even stronger.
That freaked the hell out of me.
Something seems to be hiding in the very small cupboard in Afnan's kitchen. Something that quickly reveals a small, childlike hand. Afnan begins to wonder if the strange entity that he is dealing with is attempting to imitate a child. And to his horror, before long, whatever this presence is seems to attach itself to his young son.
Papa, dulu main dengan siapa tu?
Yang beli pergi masuk bilik. Masuk bilik dulu. Assalamualaikum.
Dude, if you walked in to your kid's room and you saw that, hand to God, like, what would you do? I would try to tackle it. I'd throw something at it, like you know when like George Bush, Jr. was in I think it was Iraq or whatever, and some dude in the back like threw a sandal at him. Take off my shoe. Just throw. Except I would hit him. Whoever threw the sandal at George Bush, you know George Bush ducked, right? You get a little smile. We're having fun here, folks. Clearly this is fake, but it's freaky nonetheless.
Masuk.
Masuk, get over here.
Lubis. Kenapa Lubis selalu main dengan dia tu? Hah?
Kalau Papa nak tahu, Papa bukan dia.
Afnan is horrified when his son seems to start playing with some strange entity that he can't see. But then, one night, the bizarre presence seems to show itself in its true form. And it's pure nightmare fuel.
It's still freaky, man. It's fake, but freaky, dude.
Something with long dark hair can be seen lingering behind the fridge, but when Afnan goes to look, there's nothing there. This thing then appears out of the darkness right in front of him. Now, as always, I leave it up to you to decide whether the clips are real or not. But either way, these videos are definitely very creepy. The Dark Visitor. TikTok user.
Tell you what, you pull that hair, just BAM! Just whatever that entity is, face plants, you pull that hair so hard, just good. Then we'll see who's real. Then we'll see who's scared of who.
User Alex from the Dominican Republic receives a very bizarre video from one of his friends. The video shows his friend leaving his apartment to go to work at around 5:30 in the morning. What happens next is truly bizarre.
That was weird.
While closing his apartment door, a very odd-looking dark translucent figure can be seen in the background, just walking through the hallway. But then, it just disappears into thin air. The guy catches the figure from the corner of his eye but he doesn't realize what it was until he reviews his CCTV footage. The clip went viral on TikTok, racking up nearly 7 million views, and tons of viewer feedback came pouring in. So to very quickly answer some viewer questions and even claims that the video was fake, the guy records a super quick video to explain exactly what happened.
Este video, el cual se viralizó, no tiene ningún tipo de edición, así como yo le estuve explicando a Alex. Esta fue la cámara que lo captó, y este es el pasillo. Fue todo real, mi gente. Gracias.
So what do you think this could be? Is it real? Or is it all just a TikTok hoax?
TikTok
You
hoax.
decide. Attachments. Daniel Thompson from California lives with his mother in a house completely filled with his mom's collection of antique dolls, furniture, and vintage trinkets.
Hey guys, gonna give a little tour of my place because I guess some of you were asking about it. Hi Mom.
Hi, how are you doing?
Check out this 1930s Art Deco mannequin.
1928.
Okay, all of this vintage stuff my mom got in like France, I think. Look at these dolls. My mom just like collects dolls. Every room of this house is filled with antique. Even the bathroom.
Daniel says that his mother has been...
How do you dust that place? You know what I mean? Funny sidebar, little story here. My grandma grew up through the Great Depression, went through World War II. Grandfather was in Pearl Harbor, World War II as well, blah, 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 blah. When I was a kid, she used to have me dust her entire house by hand with like a feather duster, you know, like old school feather duster. She'd give me 10 cents if I was lucky. Usually it was 5 cents. She was so cute. She'd pretend it's like a nickel. She'd put it in my hand and be like, okay, Brad, go get yourself some McDonald's. like grandma inflation. You couldn't get a Big Mac for 5 cents like 25 years ago. You're not going to get it now. So I just hid it back around their house. But that's what it reminded me of. It's just like having to freaking dust and clean that place has to be insane.
collecting antiques for as long as he can remember, and he's starting to believe that some of the items might have something supernatural attached to them.
Why am I blurry? How long have I been blurry for?
One night when Daniel hears bizarre tapping coming from a room downstairs, he takes out his phone and begins to record.
Guys. Do you hear that?
Hear it. I just want a doll to peek around that door and be like, what's up? Hey, buddy. It scared the crap out of me, though.
Those are the tapping noises I was talking about.
Tappa, tappa, tappa. You see a doll scurry across the room? He looks through one of the windows and somehow the supernatural entity like shrunk his mom and now his mom's a doll in the house. You guys seen those types of movies from like the 80s and 90s? Jimmy, I'm porcelain. Hey, I don't know what happened. Oh my God, Mom. Oh my, I told you this would happen. I forget what movie. There is a movie, you know, it might have been from those old like kids horror things where like the family gets turned into dolls and now they're in the dollhouse for like the rest of their lives. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. Don't do this to me, man.
Like, where is this coming from?
I don't know. What?
It's like knocking at the door.
Open it. Hello. Oh, he is.
Hello?
What?
After the odd experience, Daniel decides to install a
Dude, I'm like short of breath. I got
security
scared for no
camera to
reason.
keep an eye on the creepy antique dollhouse. 5 days later, and this happens.
Somebody's home.
Miniature furniture inside the dollhouse seemingly moves all by itself. Cut to the next night. It's 2:30 a.m. and the knocking returns. But this time, it's not coming from the dollhouse.
Dude, how many of you thought the guy was the ghost? Girl Scout cookies! No way. He's like squaring him up. Like, what up, homie? You wanna go, vato? I'll take you down, homie. Let's fucking do it, SG. Let's do it, huh? Gotta square it up with a doll.
At this point, Daniel has had enough, and he moves the old dollhouse into the garage with some other old collectibles. And this is when things start to get really creepy.
Oh man, that is freaky. Get me out of here. I'm stuck in a door. Freaking cracked out doll over there. I'm stuck. I can't figure out how to work my eyes. That's freaky though.
Disturbingly, a doll's eyes seem to move on their own. Daniel begins to wonder if whatever is haunting the dollhouse might have moved into the creepy little doll. But some of Daniel's viewers on TikTok start to get a bit suspicious as to whether his clips are real.
So some of you are saying that I am making all of this up, which I totally get, and honestly I cannot prove to you like undoubtedly that it's real. I just am reporting to you guys what I am seeing.
Now, even Daniel's own mother is skeptical of his claims that something from the dollhouse might now be haunting their home. But all that changes one night when she too experiences something downright chilling.
Grantham, this is my daughter, Lady Mary Talk.
Oh, everyone's going.
You, as the rest of us, are on Riviera. But I hope you enjoy yourself.
Sure? Oh, everyone's going. Oh, really? I think you
I went over to America 10 years ago to try my luck, and I've been there ever since. They call us the Hollywood Raj.
That was loud. I mean, she definitely got scared.
As Daniel's mother is watching TV on the couch, little footsteps like those of a small child can be heard running right behind her. The sudden spooky sound startles her so much that she quickly raises up to look and is visibly freaked out because there's no one there. So could Daniel's mother's hobby of collecting antiques for all these years be the cause of their paranormal experiences? Or is it all Just an
It's an
elaborate
elaborate
hoax.
hoax.
You
You
decide.
decide.
The man on the top floor.
What do you guys think? There's an argument they had. She bought something she shouldn't have, has an entity attached to it, and now there's a ghosty wosty roaming around the house, creating a ruckus, playing with dolls, playing with furniture, running around, bothering people.
Japanese paranormal investigator Gachan from the YouTube channel Clip Store sets out to explore an old abandoned hotel all by himself. The hotel sadly had to close its doors in financial ruin over 30 years ago, driving the owner of the hotel to tragically end his own life. Visitors to the abandoned structure often claim to have seen the apparition of a man, and some say they've even heard his voice. Now, while exploring the second floor of the hotel, Gachan is a bit shaken up when he hears strange noises coming from somewhere in the hallway.
Have I seen this? I think I've seen this.
誰ですか？誰？
Nare,
誰かいます？
nare. The door closes.
次の部屋行きます。
No. Stop. Red. No. Dude, you have a dart in your neck. What's with the flickering? Did somebody tell me in the live chat or the comment section, is that just the difference between the frame rate of the camera that's capturing the light and theoretically the light is flickering? I don't, what's going on here? Somebody that understands this, let me know, because it's bugging the hell out of me.
One of the hotel room doors slams shut all by itself. Gachan's first instinct is to make sure that no other person is with him in the hotel, and he asks several times whether someone is there. When he receives no answer, he takes a look inside the room, but no one there. During his investigation, Gachan keeps...
I have seen this. I don't remember what happens. I don't remember if it's a homeless guy or what, but I've seen this.
Hearing something.
Just want to be transparent.
Something dripping inside the hotel's elevator shaft. When he reaches the top of the building, he takes a look inside the open shaft. What happens next is downright chilling. Did you see it? Gachan looks inside the elevator shaft but doesn't find anything to explain the strange dripping noise he's been hearing. But when he walks away, his camera pans around and captures the horrifying sight of two legs hanging inside the top of the elevator shaft.
Not sure if you guys could see that because my big old mug's blocking. I'll move myself.
Gachan doesn't even know what he just captured until he reviews his footage later at home. So could it be that these pale legs belong to the spirit of the deceased owner? Or is there something else going on here? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire 2-part investigation over on the YouTube channel Clip Store. The Haunted Nevada State Prison. Paranormal investigator AJ from the YouTube channel Ghost Vexers Paranormal sets out to investigate the infamous Nevada State Prison in Carson City, Nevada. The prison was built in 1862 and housed some of the most notorious and violent inmates in the world, many of whom never made it out. With hundreds of deeply troubled prisoners that lost their lives inside its walls and 160 years worth of history, it's no wonder that the building is said to be extremely haunted. The old prison was closed down in 2012, and the custodians now host creepy tours to share the strange and very dark history of the prison. AJ is exploring the abandoned jail late at night in hopes of catching some sort of supernatural activity. As he's walking along a cell block all by himself, he captures something truly chilling.
Alright, I'm gonna head back.
I don't know, do you guys think that's an apparition?
That was pretty terrifying.
Right in front of AJ, a tall white figure appears to walk by and out of sight. The investigator says that he didn't even see the apparition at the time and only noticed it when he went back through his footage.
I just don't think that's an apparition. I just think the way that the camera mode's set picks up light differently. And the reason why I bring this up is because I watched the show Ghost Hunters since, the year 2000, still watch to this day. And I learned a lot on how paint reflects light. On top of that, obviously metals and different surfaces. And so somebody would possibly think this is an apparition when it's just the light that even his camera's giving off, even though you don't see it with the actual eye. So it would still reflect theoretically and then come back into the lens. So I just think I think it's just a reflection or just light hitting it. That's all.
Now, if you're a longtime viewer of this channel, you know that AJ isn't the first one to capture something truly bizarre at the old Nevada State Prison. The Haunted Side Paranormal Investigations team, Patrick and Jason, also caught something on camera in the prison that they just didn't see at the time. Jason is filming Patrick as he walks down one of the prison hallways. In order to provoke some sort of supernatural activity, Patrick is acting as if he's a new inmate who just arrived at the Nevada State Prison. And then, this happens.
I'm the newest prisoner. Which cell's mine?
Did you see it?
No.
Even though the bright light shining on Patrick from the camera doesn't change at all, some odd black shadow suddenly envelops most of Patrick's body, blocking out the light. The Haunted Side team only noticed this strange, unexplained light anomaly after reviewing their video later. There is no logical explanation as to why Patrick would suddenly be covered in darkness.
Yeah, I mean, there could be something. I mean, something could be hanging. So sometimes the camera, right, is just go to full screen. The camera itself, I don't have like a camera here, but I can use my phone, right? You have a camera here. You have the light rig on top of it a lot of the times. And it's casting out, right? And so theoretically, you could have something hanging from the ceiling slightly or something cutting off to where when the light is shining at him, it's cutting off a portion of his body. So I don't think it's anything paranormal if I were to debunk this, which again, 80 to 90% of the stuff can be debunked. I just think the light is hitting something that's just blocking him. And once he left what was being blocked by the light itself, it just enhanced him once again. I don't think it's anything crazy.
So, combined with AJ's bizarre white figure, we have two creepy incidents caught on camera at the Nevada State Prison. So is the old jail haunted by its former inmates? Let me know what you think. These paranormal moments can be found on the YouTube channels Ghost Vexers Paranormal and The Haunted Side. Frozen in his tracks. TikTok user Creed4 is enjoying a hike out in the woods when he notices a small bunny behaving.
If you guys made it with us this far, can you do me a huge favor? Leave us a comment down below, but also make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It does yeoman's work in supporting our show and getting our videos out there to new viewers who haven't seen our content or our channel. So hit that like and subscribe button, leave us a comment. It does, again, help us a lot and tremendously. Let's continue.
Very strangely.
Camille, he was right there.
A wild rabbit freezes in its tracks and doesn't move even when the hiker comes close, and his camera captures a creepy muffled voice asking for help.
Camille, he was right there.
The hiker believes he might have captured some kind of strange creature trying to lure him out into the woods. He says that he'll never hike again without some kind of weapon. So what do you think this creepy voice could be? Let me know. Undetected. Nuke's Top 5 viewer German Corona reached out to me about a very strange incident that he captured at his home in Santa Barbara, California. German says that one night he got an alarming notification from his security camera that a person had been spotted on top of his roof. He hurried outside to investigate, but he found no one and nothing there. The same night he receives another notification. Again, a person has been detected on his property. When he reviews his security footage, he is shocked by what he finds. Now it's a little hard to make out, but the faint shape of something can be seen moving around on German's property, seemingly climbing from the ground up to the roof and then back down again. Whatever it is seems to capture the attention of German's cat, who seems to stare at the bizarre shape before just looking around in absolute confusion. So could it be that German accidentally captured paranormal activity outside his home? Or what do you think this could be? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed.
I thought the first clip was the best one. Let me know what you guys think. Which clip out of the 10 that you enjoyed the most? Again, we do this every Saturdays for the most part. We don't just explore ghosts and apparitions, but we explore UFOs, UAPs. We might jump back to that next week for our next episode of Supernatural Saturdays. Hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this episode. And folks, I'll see you tomorrow here on The Bald Brad Show.